Hi, I'm Lorna Hagsell and I'm a fortunate customer of Leeds Business School, which is part of Leeds Beckett University. I've carefully crafted the next 10 minutes of my presentation to explain to you what I've learned about marketing so far and my interpretation of the myths that I see day to day and what I think commonly deceives customers of any business that they buy from or use. Marketing is often categorised as the advertising sector of a business. I think this is an unconstructive way to approach building more income for a company. If a company has a marketing strategy purely to advertise as much as possible, this can be a key factor of not why it would necessarily fail, but it would lose potential sales. Business customers, where a customer buys products or services from a company for their own consumption or a gift for somebody else. And then you've also got B2B, which is business to business. Businesses buy from other businesses who either want organisational objects, raw materials, buying products in bulk. Frequently, people assume that it's only businesses selling products entirely that need marketing structures in place to increase sales. Again, that's wrong. Small to global organisations have to communicate with the customers to know what they're expecting from the company in the future. Sole traders, entrepreneurs, they need to know their target audience and what their class as needs in order to create the right product for them or develop an existing idea. Businesses usually have a traditional setup orientation with 4 or 5 departments working each on their own targets rather than a market orientated focus. The basic structure of a business will be a production line, research and development, your finance, human resources, and then of course your marketing sector. If each sector is too concentrated on their own personal goals, then it can possibly lose loyal customers. For a sales department of a business have a nature of relying on the we sell what we produce approach, which can amount to more issues. Sony launched the Xperia Z1 model mobile phone on the 4th of September 2013, and by the 24th of May 2014, the respected BBC show Watchdog had already received enough complaints about the faulty product to feature Sony in their programme. There was a large amount of customers highlighting that the screen had cracked by itself, and despite Sony's customers insisting it was no fault of their own, Sony refused that the product was in fact flawed. Therefore, people were faced with a decision on spending on average £250 for a repair, which is already over a third of the handset price, or investing in a new phone. So many people have complained, they did release a statement. Consequently, because of the long process for Sony to admit to their mistake, I think it has damaged their reputation. This could have a large influence into the success of Apple's iPhone and their consistency and support and repairs for Apple customers. Sony has not plummeted in sales dramatically to the point of bankruptcy or to the point of worries for the business losing a lot of revenue, although this is an evident example of traditional orientations, specifically the sales department needing to sell what they produce rather than fixing the current problem and focusing on their existing customers. Sometimes even large corporations with fantastic revenue can do with improving their existing structures and environment to just grow further and gain more respect from the customers. Virgin, as one of the leading British companies, it was also the first company to offer TV, phone, mobile and broadband from a single supplier. Virgin were, and still are, far from needing inspiration for how to communicate with the customers to prevent reducing the profits, although, as they are market orientated, Virgin has worked with the multi-channel branding agency Start JG for over 20 years. Gaining new customers and keeping them is arguably the key factor of success for any business, and from the beginning of Virgin and Start JG's business partnership, Virgin have acquired over 5 million customers within 5 years. That's an astonishing amount of revenue and therefore profit for Virgin businesses. Start JG have an excellent example of the beneficiaries that come with developing your branding. Virgin created a package for homeowners to pay for their internet, landline and mobile phone contracts altogether. For that reason, they're putting the customers at ease, making making all their money going to one place, therefore producing a large amount of profit for the company simultaneously. There are arguments against marketing and money is an environmental issue. Start JG worked with Adidas to reimagine what is typically a masculine brand and work with it to engage the female audience more. Although it's not environmentally friendly having a separate building for Adidas women, it has worked wonders as they have focused on the fitness rather than the fashion. This store now connects with its customers. They host regular classes and meetups to keep the brand connected with the community. As well as this, the store has large touchscreens available. You can go into the store and browse the products on the touchscreen itself. Say if there's not something available there and then that you can see on the shop floor, then you can go online, see if they've got it in the stock room, see if you can order it into store or get it delivered to your home. This is taking step 2 of the decision making process as well, the information search. Because of the macro environment expanding so quickly, it's important for their branding to be modern. This will be the equipment improvement. It's accessible to everyone. Also, because of Britain being a multicultural society, and some customers may rely on internet shopping, they might feel intimidated because of the language barrier. Going into store and knowing that if you can't find the products that you want at that moment in time, that you can go online, it's easy, you recognise it. Finally, another part of the macro environment that needs to be addressed is its foreign competition. Countries such as China, Japan are ahead of the Western world in terms of technology used day to day. Adidas, as well as other companies, need to show their consumers that are investing back into their company. There are always positives and negatives involved, but it is producing more job opportunities and a chance for people to specialise in an area of work. This could be anyone such as a fitness student interested in fashion. She can work in the Adidas women's store and then help people with similar interests. Okay, so after learning about what marketing is, I thought further about the myths we see as consumers day to day and what we regularly believe to benefit in our lives, despite the fact it is obvious it's still a money-making process. I think we often forget that we are spending money in a business, not between friends or a charity. It's purposely there to create profit. One that I would say is most common is the fact that we believe more money we spend, the better quality of a product we then obtain, which is not necessarily true at all. This could range from high street fashion such as Primark to then more expensive high street fashion such as Topshop. The Arcady Group, which is the owner of Topshop, along with other retailers, only 2013 they were pressured into raising the standards of the factories that produce their clothing. Now, despite customers paying often 4 times the price of something that they would in Primark, the quality of goods is still the same. Food products that you buy from the supermarket. With Marks and Spencer's using the same potatoes as Lidl, except the shape is more appealing to customers. The annual Grocer Food and Drink Own Label Awards surveyed 1,103 own label products and found that Aldi and Lidl bet most of Britain's supermarkets when it came to taste. Than it being a myth of better quality, it's more to do with the branding of the organisation and the customers of the immediate area surrounding it. Totally depends on their demographic. Obviously, a person categorised as ABC1 is more likely to shop in a dairy supermarket because they have the disposable income to spend on luxury food.